Today is our own story day or finish up day. If you have one from last week you want to finish up, but let's review. How do we make our own stories? Your story is what's happening. You will need A, characters or subjects. B, some kind of action or activity. And C, a place in which this happens. The basic sentence that could summarize your art piece is that your characters is or are doing something in a place. Examples: a princess is kissing a disgruntled frog in a royal garden, or a well-dressed cat is sipping a latte in a cafe, or a fairy is putting on shoes in her room. That's important there, I didn't underline it. Something like that, and these are helpful because what if you can't come up with a character in action in a place? This is when you get to think of a favorite book, movie, TV show, video game, anything that you have heard of, and you put that scene into a sentence. So for an example, Mario is throwing a fireball at Bowser in Bowser's castle. Beauty is dancing with the Beast in the ballroom. Captain Jack Sparrow is swinging uncontrollably from a rope on a pirate ship. If you stop here, you are making fan art, which is great. Everybody loves fan art. But if you want to make it original, you just have to change the copyrighted things. So we can change Mario into a ninja, throwing a fireball at not Bowser, but maybe an evil spirit that kind of looks like Bowser in a Japanese castle, perhaps. Beauty dancing with the Beast can be a little girl dancing with her dad in the kitchen. And Captain Jack Sparrow can turn into a generic explorer, swinging uncontrollably from a vine instead of a rope, in the jungle instead of a pirate ship. Once you have your story, write it down on the top of your paper, because as a creative person, you are going to have all kinds of other ideas while you're trying to draw this idea, and you will get distracted. So we need to remember, what are we drawing? Write it down at the top of your paper, your characters. What are they doing? Where are they doing it? After that, these aren't so important that you do them step by step. This is just how I tend to do them step by step. But you're going to sketch out your borders. So you get to pick if you're going to make a square picture, rectangle picture, circle picture, whatever kind of picture. Then you set up your horizon line so that you can tell if you're going to see the top of your character's feet or not, the top of their head or not. That's going to be decided by the horizon line. And then you start sketching out your story, your focus. Your focus is your story, where you want people to look at your characters, probably. You could want them to look at the beautiful location you've drawn, but probably you're going to want them to look at the characters. After you've done that, you fill in your environment with your houses or trees or furniture, or if they're in a library, you gotta draw a lot of books. A lot of books. Then, after you've drawn that one thumbnail, you're going to repeat until you have 4 to 10 options to choose from. If you don't know what to change, go right back up to here, your borders. You can change your borders. Or you can change your horizon line. Or you can change where you put the characters. We talked a little bit about mirroring or flipping, just to see what it's like if you put your character on the left versus when you put your character on the right. And the environment. You can change up the environment a little bit if you want. Maybe you put a big rock in front on one of them, and you put a big rock in the back on the next, to try out some different compositions that way. So, stories. Let's think of some stories. Even if we don't draw them, it's fun to just think of them and exercise the old brain muscle. So let's take about 5 minutes and just come up with a couple of stories. Somebody doing something in a place. Actually, I'll keep mine secret too, and then we can all share.
Oh, everything stopped responding.
Want to fire alpaca?
What?
What stopped responding?
Everything.
Uh-oh.
I can move the mouse, but no matter what I click on, nothing happens.
So irritating.
Escape doesn't do anything. Clicking on anything doesn't do anything. Let's see if I do. Nope, using my tablet pen doesn't do anything. Nothing. I can press Control Alt Delete. Okay, so that does something. Oh, okay, it's starting to get back to normal. Okay.
You saved your work.
I know it's technically not like Breath of the Wild class anymore, but I'm curious, Betsy.
Yeah.
Have you seen like Kaz or Teba?
I don't think so. Are they the same species, the bird people?
Yeah, they're bird people.
I might have them, but I just don't know their names because when I was searching Rudo, just a bunch of different birds came up.
Okay, Kaz is like a parrot guy, and then like a big parrot bard, and then
Oh,
Teba
check it out. Yeah.
is the husband that I showed you a minute ago, the white bird guy. The white bird guy.
The white one, is that her husband?
Yeah, that's her husband. That's Teba.
13 seconds left. And there's the end of our timer. While you guys are finishing up, I'll read off a couple of mine. I could draw a sheepdog herding sheep in a field. I could draw a boy band dancing on stage. I started off with Lilo and Stitch surfing in the ocean, and then I said, oh, you know what? I want to make it original. So instead of Lilo and Stitch, I'll design my own aliens. And instead of surfing in the ocean, they can surf in space. And then I have a picture of the Incredibles on my wall, so I remembered that scene where the Incredibles are fighting a giant robot in the city. And I changed the Incredibles into just generic warriors, fighting a giant bug instead of a robot. And instead of in the city, they can be in the jungle. What else we got? What other stories came up?
Well, I had sort of a breakthrough. Instead of having nothing, I have 9.
What?
They are truly exciting. Now, you're going to love these. Cat catches rat on riverbank.
Whoa, exciting.
Man walks dog in park.
Yes, this is also exciting.
These are stories, you know.
These are 101 Dalmatians. Starts out with them walking in the park.
Woman pushes stroller on sidewalk.
Yes, that's a thing too.
Man picks fruit from tree.
Excellent.
You can see I'm just kind of looking around.
Yeah.
Bird flies from nest in top of tree.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor waves from dock across river.
There you go.
Cat watches leaf falling. Man hits golf ball, but here's the real good one. Woman falls off wall in garden.
Oh no.
Hey, you know,
That's pretty great though. You did some
really
work.
doesn't take much to be.
No.
I've always thought you had to have the whole novel in your mind before
Yeah.
you draw picture number 1, but you really don't need to know anything
No.
except who, what, where.
Yeah, that's it.
For one frame.
Yeah, it's only one frame. I mean, you can think of most famous paintings too. What's the Mona Lisa doing? Woman sitting by a
Smiles.
window, right? Yeah, smiling by a window. There's a one with like a lady preparing a bath. You know, I mean, it's just
Simple.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
simple.
was. I was just trying to write the whole story before I did picture number 1. That's ridiculous.
that's ridiculous. So now we have to decide because we can only draw one of these super great ideas. And then you can start thinking, well, do I really want to draw a stage? That sounds boring. I don't want to do that one. So you cross it out. Do I really want to draw?
I'm stuck with me. Go back to you.
I think I might have put something on. Let's cancel that.
Oh, that's better.
There we go.
I'm
Decide
doing,
which one. Do I
Sorry.
feel like drawing space? Not really. Get rid of that one. If all of your ideas take place in the same location, you have to start with something else. Do I want to draw the woman? Do I want to draw the man? Do I want to draw the cat? Do I want to draw the dog? What do you feel like drawing right now? Or in my case, what do I not feel like drawing? Because I find it's easier to pick what I don't want to do rather than what I want to do. So I'm stuck between a giant bug, sounds fun, and also drawing sheep sounds fun because they're cute. Do I want to draw a whole bunch of them though? Not really. So I'll probably go with the winner right here. My warriors battling a bug in the jungle.
ha.
And then we get to move on to our thumbnails. What do you got, by the way, Michaela? Are you going to work on your underwater city or are you going to work on something new?
Yeah, I guess.
Underwater city? All right.
Part of me feels, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like during this class, like I'm kind of just rushing through something. Sometimes.
Something?
That is correct.
That is kind of correct, yeah, because the 5 o'clock classes are generally like, here's some information, now you guys go work on it the rest of the week. We don't really finish it within class. But having said that, if you're really struggling with like, I don't know how to draw a castle or I don't know how to draw seaweed, just let me know and then we'll try to get you some help on your drawing in between my little demo here.
Cool, yeah.
Did anybody else have trouble getting in? I had to completely shut my computer down and restart.
Oh, really? No. The rest of them got on here right away.
Yeah. Mikey had
Then we
trouble
had to-
after she got on, but she was able to keep
Yeah.
it going. But you know, Mikey, I think partly this going fast, it prevents you, it helps you keep focused.
It's not
Because-
really like going fast. It's more like just a beat, like, you know, kind of just stepping into like something I'm just so unprepared for. Like I had enough trouble like in that one Pokemon drawing doing the background, and now suddenly it's just huge backgrounds that I'm just kind of.
Oh, thank you for that feedback. I had no idea. Yeah, you guys got to tell me these things because I had no idea. So will, after I do this little thumbnail thing, since you already have your thumbnail, you can go ahead and draw whatever you need to draw right now. But when we move on to developing the thumbnail, I'll help you out with your underwater city because I know that's a little bit intimidating for you right now.
Yeah.
But well,
Also, I kind of want to go through like our old YouTube videos to see if I can find the one that you were like you helped me with a thumbnail, and then I went through like my entire art folders and I could not find the one that you helped me with.
well, we'll do that again after we get through this demo here. We'll take a look at your thumbnail and which one we like the best, or we'll redraw them if we have to. That's the beauty of thumbnails. They only take 30 seconds to pump out. So for Stephanie, since you're joining us a little later.
Yourself. I just took pictures of your notes.
Oh, okay. So we were doing the same thing that we always do where we think of ideas from a movie like Lilo and Stitch and then we change things so it's not Lilo and Stitch.
Uh-oh, it stopped. No, it's okay.
Your computer's okay?
Yeah, for a second I thought it like completely stopped, but then
okay.
it went on.
So we were choosing a story. If you already have a story in mind or you want to work on something from a previous week, that's fine. So we've picked out our story. I'm going to do these warriors fighting a giant bug in the jungle. And we are ready to sketch our thumbnails. So first thing I got to do is write my story idea at the top of my paper so I don't get distracted by other wonderful ideas that pop into my mind. Oops, the warriors. Okay, that's fine. Fighting a giant bug in the jungle. And that's my main idea. Then I start with borders. Do I feel like doing a square or a panorama or a really tall vertical one, like some kind of ancient scroll? I think I'm going to start off with a real skinny rectangle just for fun. And then I have to choose what's the main part of my story. Is it the warriors are fighting a giant bug in the jungle? Or is it the warriors are fighting a giant bug in the jungle? Where would I want people to look? Do I want them to look at the giant bug or the warriors? Let's say the giant bug because it's giant. So I'll put my giant bug over here. I'll just do a little like praying mantis type thing. Rawr, teeth. Rawr. Oops, popping out of my composition there. Giant bug. So realistic. And
Oh wait, I just remembered why I don't have it. It's because you made it.
I thought you took pictures of it though, no? Is it on your phone?
I'll go see if I did. I don't think I took actual pictures. I think we were getting out of class early or something. I don't know.
Well, if they're not on your phone, we'll just do them over because they're real quick. In the jungle, palm trees. Volcano. So there's idea number one. But I can't stop there. I have to do another one. I kind of feel like they're all sort of squished in here, so maybe I'll change my border size to a regular sheet of paper. Something more like that. And I've already changed one thing, so I can draw the exact same thing inside.
Okay, I found them.
Oh, you do have them?
Yeah, I was able to actually find them.
Excellent, because I don't know that I still have the actual sheet of paper. It might have been thrown away on my side. But if you got it, excellent. Did you pick one that you like the best?
Yeah.
Because if not, we can always draw more.
Yeah, true. Oh no.
Like that one, Betsy.
Yeah, I'm liking this one too. You can really see how big the bug is.
It's standing up and
Put some jungle back here. Squiggle line. There you go. That's jungle. But it's only 3. I need one more at least. Try a square. No, I like the tall. So I'm going to keep the tall. But let's flip it. Oh, maybe we see the back of the bug's head. And then we'll be looking down at the people. Oh, it's so big. On like a rock or something here. Looking down. There's a little river. I don't like that one. Even if you don't like it, don't erase it, don't cross it out, just keep moving.
you might use part of it according to last week's.
That's right, I might use part of it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, how else could I see my warriors a little better? In case I wanted to do it the other way around.
You know what? You could do a warrior pretty big and then just part of the body of the bug.
There you go. Let's say my warrior is right here, pointing something pointy. And then we can just do like the bug foot.
And big
Something
spine.
Oh, that's kind of cool if I put the legs
Uh-huh.
like a frame. Hey, good idea, Stephanie.
Big drops of slime coming down on
There we go. In a jungle. Squiggly line for the jungle. So you might get so far as 4 or 5, maybe not loving all of them, but you like parts of some. You can take parts from each and try to combine them into one more new one.
Yeah, oh no, wait, I just remembered. Yeah, I did, like, we did have your thing, and I was also making my thing, and for some reason my thing just ended up deleted. So I still have, like, your thumbnails.
You do have my thumbnails on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you can redoodle those on a Fire Alpaca so that you can screen share with us later, and I can see them again. I kind of forgot what I drew.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I mean, look at mine. Mine are ugly too. You just got to know what's a bug, what's supposed to be a person, what squiggly line is supposed to be the jungle.
What type of bug are you doing?
think maybe a praying mantis. I like those front thingies. Either
Oh,
that or
yeah.
I might combine it with a scorpion, so I'll have like a scorpion tail and oh, maybe crab claws. That's a whole other thing. That's character design. That's not this class. I'll
Have
just
you
pick
ever
one
heard of
bug.
a book scorpion?
A book scorpion? Like a
Yeah,
library book?
yeah.
No, I have not.
You know, technically they're not like actual scorpions. Like they don't have the cool stingers, but they're like these bugs that live like typically live in books because apparently I guess certain old type of books like attract a certain type of like tiny bug,
Hmm.
and then book scorpions come along and to eat them. So it's like if you open it up, you'll find like a little book scorpion in there.
That sounds both cute and terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't like scorpions. I lived in Florida.
Oh, so you saw them all the
They were
time.
in the house. Yeah. I
Oh.
just needed glasses, so I would bend down and pick up a piece of dirt, I thought, and ow.
Turns
Yeah.
out it's a scorpion.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. That one's good.
I'm thinking maybe there's more than one bug. Maybe I'll put the giant legs over here.
Ooh, yeah.
There's another one.
That guy has no chance.
Yeah, it's looking a little dreary for my warrior here. Maybe
He's
I'll just pick the one bug. Well, since the point of the story, see, if you're ever confused, you're not sure, go back to your story. I said a giant bug. It's not real clear that this is a giant bug. I know it is, but I think I'd have to either expand my canvas so I could draw more of the bug in there or change it somehow to get that in. I think it's easier to just tell the story right off the bat.
Or you could do like one of those like dramatic perspectives where it's like you're with the heroes and they look normal, but then it's like the perspective is dramatic where it's like, you know, it's big giant legs and then you kind of see the head like tiny far away.
Big legs and like looking up at it?
Yeah, looking up at it's what I meant.
Okay, I wasn't sure of the angle, but that's an idea worth trying. So let's thumbnail it. Let's take a look. You got big giant legs coming down, boom, boom, boom. Maybe just like the head of a warrior down here going, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? You gotta talk to yourself and make sound effects sometimes. That'd be cool too. With drooly slime. And we need a jungle, so squiggly line. There's the jungle down there.
Do you know that people, like some people keep praying mantises as pets?
Oh, never heard that one before.
Yeah, I was watching like this YouTube video series of like this dude like who like cares for various types of praying mantis, and he talks about like the care that they need and you know like how they're how they behave and stuff.
Oh, interesting. Oops, I forgot to put in my horizon line, so just in case you guys are wondering, there's a horizon line. There's a horizon line.
It was neat.
This one's lower. This one to the middle. I usually kind of stick them in the middle.
Number 5, the horizon's that low?
Yeah.
What makes you, why? Explain.
It would be the camera is moved that low. It's the difference between taking a picture like when you're standing up and your eye line of your subject is here. But if you lay down on the ground and take a picture, then you're going to see like their feet.
Got it, and then that's the horizon line. Okay.
Yeah. So you can think of it as an eye line too.
Eye line, okay.
And I'm trying to do recreate these like little sketchbooks, and man, I'm not pulling it off.
Is there any way for you to send the original image from your phone to your computer?
Well, technically it's in, maybe, but yeah, maybe I think I can do that.
Whichever way is easiest for you.
I don't know. I think number 6 is kind of more interesting. Number 2 is kind of generic.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is kind of vague.
Yep.
It's between 6 and 3, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. 6 and 3 are the ones that carry off the story the best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 6 is actually easier because even though I have a lot of perspective on the bug, I only have to draw like a quarter of a human. teeny tiny jungle in the background. Where this one's a little more difficult. I got to figure out, their relationship on the ground, their whole anatomy.
And 6 makes it feel more like you're in the story with that person.
Ooh, I like that. I like that feedback. Okay, I think 6 is the winner.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was able to do it. Thank you, Google Drive. Google Drive helps.
All right. Can we see yours now, or the?
In a second. I just need to like get it from my computer to my to like my thing because
Oh, okay.
Google Drive, I think it shows my full name.
Mike, why aren't we seeing you, Michaela?
Oh, my computer camera isn't working.
Your webcam.
Or you just don't
It's on
like
boycott. No. Right. That's what I'm saying. How about you, Kristen? How's it going?
I've got a few. I haven't got as much difference among mine. They sort of have a little similar look. So I'm not, but I want to,
Therapy.
so I think I got the tree moved over and that was good. And I want to get up above and sort of look down and that's hard.
I think you should do it more air, kind of air.
More air?
Yeah, more air where you haven't landed yet.
Oh, not so close to the ground?
Yeah, more in the air.
Well, it's supposed to be in the air. This last one where it looks like it's landed, what I'm trying to accomplish there is actually that is in the air and everything, and we're looking down.
Oh,
But I haven't got the background really looking like it's under. So I gotta
try adding a little cast shadow somewhere where the ground is.
oh.
We do that sometimes with bouncing balls and such.
Yeah, I remember seeing my friend in the air as she was falling in my house. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
actually in the air.
Yeah. It's almost like slow motion. Also, you can't react fast enough.
I know. I turned around to say, watch the.
Oh.
Yeah. She was in the. I don't know how you go from missing a step to elevation. I mean, she was in the air.
Well, it's because you're trying to save yourself. But yeah, the shadow makes it clear that none of those were on the ground. But I gotta somehow look down or get the stuff
Probably
under.
maybe it depends where the shadow is from looking down, as opposed to looking at the person.
Okay, I finally got it. Sorry, it took a minute. It took a while for Google Drive to
That's
load.
okay. Kristen had an epiphany with the shadow.
Yeah. Kristen's working on getting more above.
It so often takes the smallest help is a big help.
Oh, it's huge. Betsy gets it too.
I've just had these same problems before. How do I make it look like it's not touching the ground yet? Oh, shadow. Actually,
Yeah, they're kind of fuzzy,
here.
but you can pretty much, they're thumbnails, so it doesn't really matter.
All I see is your name.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second. Okay, screen share is on, and
Mikey has scared the screen.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember those. All right.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
So we were looking at either. I'm gonna make some notes for myself so I remember. The first one was like widescreen. It's a movie. Bubbles over here. Castle over here. Oh, did you like that?
what?
I remember liking number 2 best. Or 3.
Which one did you like the best, Michaela? I can't remember.
I kind of like to. Part of me thinks it might be easier, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like I kind of like number 1,
Mm-hmm.
like what number 1 and number 4, because it sort of gives off the general scale I'm going for. Although I guess like it's hard for me to like get the scale I want because I want like a big town, but I'm not great at drawing backgrounds in general.
That's the beauty of it, though. The farther away the castle is, the less you actually have to draw of it. And it can still look tall as long as it's taller than everything else in the ocean that's generally short. like coral and such.
Uh,
So if you don't want to put a whole lot of detail into the castle, I would say, yeah, either go with 1 or 4. 2, we're probably going to get into like
Yeah.
pillars,
Yeah.
windows, maybe even some people swimming around, or mer people
yeah, that's true.
there, because it's closer. But if you do 4 or 1, I don't think it'll be as difficult.
Yeah. I remember it's like in uh I like the idea of like fish swimming around like in the first one.
Okay.
I also look kind of like the whale, and never mind, the whale can do whatever. I don't really like the kelp forest because I feel like it takes away from the castle.
All right, let's get rid of it.
Yeah,
So it sounds to me like we need to do at least one more thumbnail to combine the ideas that you like the best.
yeah, that sounds
That sounds pretty
accurate.
good? Okay. So we'll get another rectangle here. Or actually, you could probably do this digitally. Like copy and paste the things that you like and just shimmy them around.
I could do that.
Try it out and see how it works. If it doesn't work that well, we'll draw some new ones. But sometimes if it's easier on digital, I just copy and paste and shuffle the things around.
It's a good point. Thank you, Betsy.
You're welcome.
You want me to stop screen sharing now?
Yeah, just in case Kristen's still working on her point of view, or Stephanie, do you need any help?
No, I'm just coasting through this class. Sorry.
You're
Absorbing.
just soaking up information like a sponge.
I cleaned out my she shed and I'm exhausted.
Okay. Well, you can follow me drawing or just watch
I
me
am.
draw.
I'm loving it.
But before I do, Kristen, did you get a view looking more down?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Let me pin your video here so I can see.
Focus.
Focus.
Oh, a little shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wow, what a difference.
See, those shadows help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I like them both. I like the tall one that's right by the square one. Like both of those will work.
shadow. That was all it took. I sort of, looking down at the top of the tree and the top of the garden, I'm not sure is where I want to be. So halfway in between, an angle.
Yeah.
An
But
angle.
you got that pearl of a shadow wisdom there. Now you can go.
I can do it from any angle now.
Yeah.
So you're right, from a straight top view, you wouldn't really be able to tell
Shadow, my
if
shadow.
they're laying on the ground or if they're still in midair or if she's still in midair.
Yeah, so I got to have a little bit of angle on it, but not straight on. I think
But
it's
not
going to be
straight
more interesting.
So you'll see just more of the tops of the stairs, more of the tops of any bushes. But yeah, something in the middle, probably your best bet.
But then I think if I move my horizon line up so there's more space between the fall and the land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that too. That's why thumbnails are amazing. Help us visualize all these things. So since my borders are skinnier than my actual paper, I'm just going to talk through this one. You guys can ignore me if you're working on your own thing.
No talk, because I'm just coasting.
You're coasting, okay. So I'm going to make my skinny borders. Not very straight, that's okay, we'll fix it later. Drew a whole bunch of lines, get rid of the ones you don't like.
I know when I was trying to get my thing to restart and everything, I realized the toes were on the wrong end of Saki. So
Oh.
that's really fun when you realize something. I never used to be able to realize things.
Yeah.
Way down at the bottom here, I got my person, so I'm just going to sketch in. Little head here, little neck. I know the shoulder muscles go over the neck muscles. Shoulder blades, maybe holding. Let's see, what should you hold? Spear? I guess a spear.
Grenade gun.
Grenade gun, yeah. I knew how to draw grenade guns a little better. This is where I have to double check. If I'm holding a spear, where's my thumb? Oh, it's there. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Thumb's over there. And I got some fingers wrapping around. Still super loose, not caring too much about anatomy or anything. I kind of want to just get the shapes down. And then I think when you're throwing a spear, I'm doing the gesture in real life right now. I'm throwing a spear, my other arm is out in front to kind of guide it. So actually I have to put some tilt. And there, gonna be having a hand extended. Oops,
What is that?
somebody's electronic device.
That's my landline that nobody has a number, so it's definitely a,
Fake call,
yeah.
spam.
I don't even have a message machine attached to it because I didn't want all that.
Yeah. And then the bug, as we learned in the previous class, we need overlapping shapes. So if I have the body, the main body, closest, then the center part of the body, then the top part of the body, then the neck, then the head way up there. Gotta have those overlaps. No arms coming out. And then as the blade part comes down, it's going to get bigger. And then as it goes up, it's going to go smaller. I want its mouth open and some kind of little teeth. Ah, it's still super loose.
You know, there are praying mantises so big that they can capture and kill rats.
Whoa.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to remember what kind of antenna they have?
They don't have antennas.
Oh, well,
I
that's
thought they
probably-
did.
Not the praying mantis I hatch. I hatch them every year.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
get
in
a
your garden?
bunch of ladybugs and a bunch of praying mantis.
Oh, nice.
Well, they might have antennas, but I just
You don't
Yeah.
remember?
don't
you
remember.
cut them all off?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I just Googled a picture and they do.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
Do they go, I know the heads on real ones are more triangular. Do they go outward like that? Or do they fold forward?
Yeah, there's triangular. They're more triangular.
Yeah, triangle.
Okay. And he changes head here.
Well, he doesn't have to be a real mantis.
No, that's true. I just make him a random giant bug. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Instead of a giant bug, it could also be that the people are the size of borrowers, right? It could be tiny people.
Oh, you're right, Michaela. They do have antennas. Boy, those are tiny antennas.
Yeah. Man, have you ever heard of like a flower praying mantis or an orchid mantis?
Yeah, I've seen them. They're cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you know that apparently, like,
Here you go, Betsy.
Oh, let me see here. Oh, they do go out. Oh, big bulbous eyes. I forgot about that. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why usually I do my research first, but not today. What were you gonna say, Michaela? They do something?
oh yeah, orchid mantis apparently, like, they evolved to be so appealing that instead of just, hiding among the flowers, like, orchid mantises, like, will cause their prey to favor them over actual flowers because they just look so pretty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nature is amazing.
Yeah, so sometimes instead of like hiding amongst the flowers, like it'll go out somewhere where it might stick out a little bit in order to like attract more prey.
Oh. Hmm. Get some lunch a little quicker, huh?
Yeah.
They eat each other too, so.
Oh yeah.
Here's an orchid one.
Oh, let's see. Oh, how
That
pretty.
is pretty. Yeah,
Wow, the eyes on that one.
I know, huh?
They have very like pointy eyes, like the orchid mantis.
Yeah. That's
Now you
nice.
know where the sci-fi people get all their material.
Look more like petals.
Wow, that's turning out nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I just gotta put some jungle in here. So to make it super tall, I can put the tops of the trees way down here in the distance. Maybe some a little higher. Maybe something like that. Or maybe this will be a volcano.
Right.
Volcano back here, spewing lava. Ooh.
I know it would be a giant man with a giant praying mantis.
Yeah. We'll have some jungle back there, some jungle back there. This is probably where research would come in handy if I knew which shapes I was supposed to draw. All I know is palm trees. It's probably not even jungle. It's probably tropical.
Doesn't matter. It's your world.
Oh, hey, Bitsy, can I show you the thingy now, like the basic thumbnail that I worked on a little
Yeah,
bit?
let's see if you got your thumbnail settled.
Okay, give me a second to share.
I just love these Zoom classes.
They are great.
Yeah, there it is.
Cool. You're gonna have your fish swimming. You have your castle back there, and then have her up front there. Looks perfect to me. Perfect.
Right.
We've got a plan. So I'm gonna assume, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you know how to draw your character fine, right?
Yeah, I've got like a little. Yeah, I can just do a little silhouette, like kind of silhouetted, so I don't need to like do a lot of detail.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna have you do for me next then is you're gonna figure out how many like levels your castle has. You know what I mean? Like floors. I don't know if mer people have floors, but like if you were gonna have a row of windows on each, not that we are, but if you were gonna have windows on each floor, how many floors would it be? So we can get a better
That's a
sense
good
of the scale.
idea of. That's a good idea to think about.
Kayla, what's those squirrely things in the top? Is that the ocean and it's poking up through the ocean?
What?
Those are gonna be a fish, I think.
Oh,
Fish.
those are fish. Oh, okay.
Or possibly merfolk. I don't know if you went with the merfolk or just
I'm
fish.
thinking maybe fish.
Mainly fish? Okay, cool. We're gonna have fish, castle, and your girl looks good. So yeah, next thing we need to figure out is just how big is this castle if she were going to be.
Yeah, I need to go back into my I need to
Let's
go
look
back.
at your references again because that would be now the time to look at your references, look at those big shapes.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I'll stop sharing now.
Okay, looking good.
I like your thing. How your thing is coming out, Betsy.
Thank you. I think I need to go back to my references now though too. This is about as far as I can get on my own knowledge. So now I gotta pull out the phone or I might be doing this on my computer, but I'm doing Zoom on my computer, so I'll just go on the phone and find some things.
I think like
Yeah.
like orchid mantises or stick bugs are really interesting because like they sort of like cross the line where they look so much like plants, but they're really bugs.
Oh, true. I love walking sticks. That's a nice one. All white background. Oh, their little claw thingies have little feet sticking out. I didn't realize. Oh, I got
Yeah.
this shape all wrong.
The first time I did praying mantises, I didn't realize that you have to be there when they hatch or they start eating each other.
Oh no.
So from then on, I put the pods outside, like on a fence or ledge or something.
Yeah, so they can just leave when they need to leave.
Yeah. And I don't want to see it either. If they do.
Yeah. Any half-eaten ones, huh?
Yeah.
I don't like it though, so I'm gonna make my own praying mantis.
Yeah, you know what? I had trouble. I used to have a frog, and I had to feed it live crickets.
Oh, that's hard too.
Sometimes the live crickets would escape. And I don't know whether they were just fighting or eating each other or whatever, But like when they escaped, after a while, I'd find cricket parts in my bed.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd never want to have a pet that requires live food again.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, I have a few.
Squeamish about that stuff.
The big green worms, when my Charlie the chameleon eats them, they squirt all over the place.
Oh.
I know. That can get kind of. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better, Betsy.
That looks better? All right. We'll go for that. Try to put some little hinges or something.
I can feed bugs. I can't feed baby mice and stuff like that.
No, I can't either.
Yeah.
Bugs, I'm like, go get them.
I remember once I found a moth in my room. So I caught it and I stuck it in the tank with the frog and watched it eat the moth.
Food chain right before your eyes.
Yeah.
Better than that thing fluttering in your face all night long.
Moths don't really bother me out of all of like the insects. They're one of the like the least bothering ones.
Yeah, now what are you going to do now? You changed the thorax there, Betsy.
Yeah, I noticed that they're a lot leaner
Yeah.
than I thought, so I'm going to change that shape a little bit. Kind of skinny it down here.
It'll still look fierce.
Yeah, it'll still look pretty fierce. I think it's just going to cover up some of my trees down here, but that's okay because I didn't know what those trees look like anyway.
It look like whatever you want.
Yeah, right? That's whatever you want. And I also didn't know that they only have 2 legs on their body. I was, for some reason, not counting these, and I thought they had 3 sets of legs on the body, but no. To be a bug, you can only have 6 legs total, so. I'll have to get one of those.
Some people like affectionately like refer to their their praying mantises as like graceful centaurs, like, or at least compare them to that.
Graceful centaurs, huh? I also didn't know that this leg goes back. I was drawing like spider legs. That's why you gotta research a little bit. There's the other back leg, tucked behind there.
Also, did you know that praying mantises typically don't eat their mates?
They don't typically? I thought that was the whole thing. Eat your mate.
Yeah, it's like apparently like when like they only do that when they get really stressed out. And like, you know, being studied and stuff makes really stressed out.
Okay.
So if you study them, they eat their mate. One would see how that rumor gets started.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know the pair I had, he was lunch. So.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie, you're just a stressful person.
I didn't watch. I just came in and he was gone.
Oh,
Okay, here's the so far selected.
let's do
No, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wow, that was quick.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
You can tell that person's falling, right?
Yeah, with that
Yeah.
shadow. That shadow is just amazing how that does that.
And I think I've got a little more angle on so you can see the garden is back in my horizon line here. Yeah.
Betsy, I think you got 3 legs in the back. I think
Yeah,
you have to raise. You got one, 2. What's that one on its abdomen?
Oh, this one is supposed to be the middle leg, like that one. Like this one. Let's take away that one. So I've got this one is 1, and this one is 2, and then on the other side, there's 1, and I was doing this one on the other side.
But they only have 2 back legs, I think, not 4.
2 back legs, not 4.
Well, they're an insect. They got to have somehow 6 somethings.
Really?
Sure.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, like whoops, let me spotlight my video.
Get rid of me. Yeah.
Yeah. So ones that go
Oh,
forward and
right.
ones that go backwards.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Makes me make
Apologize.
sure that my
Don't know my bugs good enough.
Yeah. I'm guessing you probably won't want to study like their mouths too much to get an accurate thing.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna make it like drippy with things and stuff. But I did not draw these legs go let's see, forward and outward. It's gonna go this way. Forward and outward. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And outward. Over there. Excellent. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it pays to do your research first so you don't have to change your main drawing over and over and over.
That is a nice mantis.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Getting there, huh? So now I need some jungle. Let's look up rainforest. See what those trees look like. Look, how come my camera is so zoomed in on my phone?
A lot of plants.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
hey,
Here.
can I talk? Oh, I wanted to tell you about the castle. The way I kind of did the castle was less of a traditionally built one, where it kind of looks more like it was built into like a rock formation, so it's not like a typical
Okay, so it looks like it's made out of rock or was part of the rock.
or like coral or whatever. Yeah, so it's like new giant spire, and it's not really made typically. Hold on, I'll show you like the picture of like the sketchbook. The other thing.
Yeah, let me see like a reference picture or something. Oh, okay. So like the bottom part's gonna be more rocky shapes.
Yeah, and that's like it goes into like different like buildings, I guess. Yeah, buildings basically, just living areas and stuff.
Okay, so that one's gonna be like the peasants in the lower rocky area. Like, is it gonna look less fancy, or is it gonna still be
Yeah,
as?
I feel like it's like the further away you get, the less fancy it gets.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're gonna have some less fancy rock houses on the outer edge, and then it'll get fancier as you go in. So when we're doing buildings,
Fun fact, she does not actually go to this castle in the story.
Oh, okay, she's just looking at it from afar. That's fine. So I would
Yeah.
think because that pointy part, the tallest part, is the part that we're going to look at, that would be the thing to work on first. Do you have a reference for how you might want that to look, like just the shape? Is it going to be like a seashell? Is it going to be like coral?
Yeah, hold on. Oh wait, am I showing you like what I'm looking at right now? Or is it
Right now we
only
see fire alpaca. We see your drawing.
Okay, hold on. New share. And then just screen. Okay, now
Oh,
There we go. So
Wow.
the one that's big?
yeah, kind of. That was what I'm going for, like a mix of like natural, like landmark and carved in area. If that.
Cool. Save that one to your desktop so you can reference it. Unless you already have.
I will do that.
Are you
Okay.
gonna watercolor this? Are you gonna watercolor this, Michaela?
I don't think I can do watercolors in Fire Alpaca, can I, Betsy?
They have a watercolor brush, but it doesn't work like watercolor in real life, so probably just digital color it.
Yeah.
But is that what your tallest tower is going to be shaped like, or no?
Kinda, yeah, but more spiry at the top.
More spiry. So if you can do spiry on your own, go ahead. If you can't, I'll need another reference for what kind of spire, because there's lots of kinds of spires.
All right, I'll stop sharing now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we've got a spire picture. We'll move on to the next step.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do it on my own.
Yeah, I mean, always try it on your own. That's what I'm here for. I'm just like a safety net, right? I don't want to have to do everything for you. I'm just here in case you get in trouble.
Yeah. Also, that one really cool picture that I liked is just gone now.
Oh, see, that's what you gotta save it. Save everything.
No, wait, never mind. Here it is.
There you go. Happy ending. Oops, that's claw's gonna be in front, so that all goes away.
Although it's weird, it's like a different version where they changed like the colors slightly, and now it's flipped. I don't know, Pinterest. It's Pinterest.
Yeah, you just must have done something. Forest, that's what I was looking at. Oh, okay. Really palmy, bushy. Oops. Can I get bigger? No?
A waterfall. Waterfall.
Waterfall? Ooh, that would be cool. But yeah, lots of leafy things. I guess the jungle could be taller. We could have the treetops up here.
Or you can do like one of those things where, like, not quite mountains, but just, almost like plateaus, where
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I could, let's put in a waterfall. Let's see, there's a waterfall over here. Why not? Probably should have done this in my thumbnail, but I didn't think of it when I was doing my thumbnail. So,
Although you don't want to interfere with that guy. He's
yeah.
the key.
The way you drew like that mantis's mouth, that reminds me of that one character from Space Ghost.
I've never seen Space Ghost, so I don't know about that. But there's a Pokemon that has a mouth like that. I think that's where I got it from.
I've never seen Space Ghost either, honestly. They just have like little, I guess it was a show back in like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like they made various shorts to air.
Early
Like,
2000s.
Yeah,
like,
way
during
back in the early
commercials or
2000s.
whatever. And they just kind of kept showing them the shorts for years and years and years, to the point where I saw it without even knowing Space Ghost was a thing.
Oh. Well, who'd have thunk?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That isn't really, you got to finish that one.
Okay, I will finish
Well,
it before next
You
week.
could finish it. It'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
What are you going to
You're
use?
just going to have to stop telling everyone what to do. Finish that.
Did you have a question, Stephanie? I thought you were going
What
to.
are you gonna use for the medium? Watercolor, pen.
It's on printer paper, so unless I transfer it to watercolor paper, that's probably not an option. Probably colored pencil.
Colored pencil, yeah.
Yeah, some colored pencil, and then I might trace it onto something else just because this one's getting so messy. It'll be hard to clean up, so I think it'll be easier just to trace it. New piece of paper, do some colored pencils.
When you trace, do you use a light box of some kind?
Yes, I use a light box. Before
And
I had one, I used the window, and then I grew up and bought a light box.
The window. You just tape your.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd work.
Your arm gets tired doing it.
Kristen's looking for the window.
But hey, it's cheap, you got one.
Everybody's got one, yeah.
Everybody got one, yeah. Well, let's see what time it is. 6:11. So we got about 20 minutes left. Maybe a little less.
How are you gonna make that belly iridescent? Are you gonna?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well,
Silver.
probably not. Or I might throw in a few other colors and just like a shine mark down that way.
That's a good idea.
Is it just their belly that's iridescent?
I don't know. I would just make it iridescent. I don't know what their bellies are like.
Oh, okay. Big giant one, so it can be
Hey.
that one, I guess.
Yeah, I've been raising prairie mantises for several years. Never noticed how many legs they had, or if they had.
Yeah, but they're awfully small.
Yeah,
When you see the first one.
no,
Yeah,
they,
real life are pretty
they
small.
grow up big at my house. All of a sudden, I got one in my hair or something, and yeah, they grow up big.
There we
And
go.
then you go to bat something off of you when it lands, and I don't want to squish them, so I always check. But I don't want to get bit either by a black widow. So
So here we go, problem solving. This guy is too straight. I want him to really turn his shoulders so that he can throw this spear. I want him to reel back this.
really crank it back.
So how might I do that? Thinking
Erase.
back to our anatomy. Right now his shoulders are like this. How might I get his other arm back and this one forward?
Reverse
The other shoulder.
Yeah, we're gonna switch that around. So
Right. Small. Bring it closer.
this
so.
one's small. Bring this one close.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. But then do you have to take some of the meat off that arm there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust everything. But then the elbow is gonna be even closer to us, so that keeps going that way. And then his hand up here.
That's better.
And look at that.
And then this one has to get smaller, right? Because we're going this way. Everything's going to get smaller as it goes into the distance. So I'm going to have this overlapping that, overlapping that. Probably his hand's going to be over there. Maybe not that small. Yeah, a little bigger.
Look at
You
that.
gave him a man bun?
Yeah.
I did. I thought that was like, or I was making it a ponytail like Sokka on Airbender. It could be a man bun. Those are still trending, right?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me.
And then the spear, of course. Now, let's take a back up. See, I was so into that, trying to get his shoulders right, trying to get his shoulders right. Where exactly is he aiming?
Looks like the
It looks like he's going to shoot this thing straight through that empty spot.
Not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea. So where might he try to aim? I would think somewhere on the body, or maybe the face. Well, the face is pretty tall. Maybe he's going for a leg. Does that make sense?
The heart.
Probably the heart somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say he's going for that.
How do you know that, Kristen?
I always go for the heart.
But I
You
mean,
can search up where Mantis heart is. Hold on.
Right, you can get real deep in research.
maybe they don't have a heart. Okay.
So now I'm going to line things up so it looks a little bit more. But usually your arm is pointed at your target. So now I
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
move this over here.
Oh, much better.
Right,
Yeah.
a few lines. Now it looks like he's actually going to attack this thing rather than throw his spear
Away.
You don't notice those things till you step back and look at it for a while, though, do you?
Exactly. So his hand will go there, spear will go
Rather than
there.
have combined circulatory and respiratory systems with heart and blood, lungs transporting oxygen through the bodies, praying mantises rely on a tracheal systems of tubes to provide oxygen to their cells. Because their circulatory fluid does not transport oxygen, it is term called hemoglobin something rather than blood. So they don't have hearts. They do not have hearts.
Oh, okay. Kind of makes sense. Being a bug and all.
I'd aim for the head. That's my
I
best.
thought it might be out of his range to go up
Yeah.
that high.
Yeah, that's true.
So
My
I'm
neighbor-
right there.
My neighbor caught a picture of a pod erupting with a bunch of praying mantises.
Oh, let's see this. Let me spotlight your video for everybody.
I know. I love
Whoa. That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. When I've seen them hatch, they're like brown, but these guys look green and yellow. It's a very pretty picture.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
That is amazing. It's just a great picture.
It is.
Right.
It's a great story.
It really wasn't. I just took it from The Incredibles.
The Incredibles?
Yeah, I started off with a sentence of The Incredibles are fighting that giant robot in the
Oh,
jungle, and then I replaced The Incredibles with a warrior, replaced the robot with a bug, replaced the city with the jungle. There you go. Steal like an artist.
Well, it's totally not anything anybody would guess.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not fan art, that's for sure.
exactly. We'll give him back his man bun.
yeah, I like that.
Maybe give him some kind of holster for his spear.
Oh, good idea.
There you go. Yeah, it's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun to watch. It's like my grandson watches gaming. Like my husband watched football. It's fun to
Yeah, just
watch.
watching other people do the thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough. I think I'm going to keep the jungle fairly simple because I don't want you looking at leaves down here when the story is up here.
And you
Right,
might,
we're gonna look at that bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
you
that.
might think the bug is pooping or something.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to practice throwing a spear here. What do you do with this hand? I think you open it. Maybe like that, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably all the fingers open. Yeah,
All the fingers open, you think?
yeah. for balance to really help.
Oh yeah, that looks better. I like that. Yeah, I'll definitely light box this one. It's getting real messy. But that's fun. That'll be a nice one.
I like it.
I do too, Betsy.
Ooh, cool. I'll say started because I did not finish on 6/10/2020.
I like this class because we really all do different things.
Yeah, it's nice to see what everybody comes up with, huh? How they solve
It's
problems.
fun, yeah.
And then some of us don't do anything. We just are voyeurs.
You contribute ideas, right? Contribute
It's
ideas.
okay. Some weeks we all get our turn to do nothing at all, except Betsy. She
Yeah.
never gets it.
Betsy, yeah, she's screwed.
How you doing, Michaela? Did you find your spires? Are you working on your spires by yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'll show you. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, hey, also, I found a picture of that character I was thinking of.
Which
Give me a
character? From Breath of the Wild or something else?
No, hold on, wait. Let me just. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's the character like the.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a cockroach, isn't it? Cockroach praying.
No, he's like a mantis guy. Look at his like arms
Yeah.
and his like posture.
And that triangular head, I agree. I think
Yeah, I think it might be with the triangular head. If you were colored brown, I would think he's a cockroach.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have a long neck like that, probably.
he
Yeah.
is
Probably,
missing
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of legs, as we have determined, but he's still based on a mantis, I think.
Yeah.
You're right. I think so too.
Oh, Space
time.
Ghost. That's Space Ghosting. Sorry.
Yes, Space Ghost Zorak. That's him. And that's. I know, it was weird.
It's a weird show.
I never watched the show. I only saw the little. Wait, why is that thing flashing? Why is it flashing? Never mind.
You're asking me. I don't even know how you're doing what you're doing.
Okay, yeah. So basically, I'm basing it off of this picture I got.
It's going to take a lot of detail for that castle.
No, I'm not
Zoom into
too.
those spires.
Oh, that
Okay,
castle
so
is
kind
gorgeous.
of underwater, swirly, kind of elven looking. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got this going on. It might come out more man-made looking than I originally wanted it to be, but whatever.
yeah, that's fine. We can tell it's underwater with all the fish swimming. And as soon as you color it blue, I mean, honestly, if you colored that castle kind of a pearly white, that could be in Lord of the Rings on the elves. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, a color is going to help a lot to just say that, yeah, it's underwater and it was made by mer people.
Yeah, I'm also thinking maybe like add some sort of like rock formation to like make it look it was almost built into it.
Yeah, yeah. Or dug in is how that big picture kind of looks. Carved
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. So when you get maybe just that bottom area a little bit more clarified, you can take this actual thumbnail and just enlarge it to full size and use it as your undersketch. That's another benefit of digital art. Just take your original thumbnail, start tracing right over it.
Yeah. I'm also thinking about one thing I'm thinking about is just sort of like getting rid of this bottom so it's like you can't see it or like make it down here so that way it makes the cliff look like it's high and far away.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
More thumbnails.
Anyway, that's what I gotta show you.
All right, it's progress. During the week, if you want to work on it, but you don't want to work on the castle, start looking up the kind of fish that you want to be swimming around. Fish shape.
I will do that. I'll look up types of fish that swim like that. Or whatever. I'll stop sharing now.
Looking good.
I really like the way your thing came out, Betsy.
Yeah, it came out for you, and this was your idea. How about looking up? I said, oh, okay, let me try it. You have a hand in this. Only thing I'm not really crazy about right now is how this leg is kind of going straight up and down, and the border of the paper is kind of going straight up and down. I'm thinking I might move it like out a little bit.
Yeah.
even though it gets cut off by the paper. Let's see this leg a little more. Coming toward you.
Ooh, can I give a little thing? Can I say a little? Maybe if you like shrunk the head a little, it could look a little.
Oh, then it could look even bigger and taller and farther away.
Although the head is the focal point of what we want to look at, so the detail in there is.
Try it out. See if I had a digital one, it'd be so easy to compare, but since I'm on traditional, I'll have to do it old school. Oh, I kind of like it. Gives a taller sensation for sure. I might put it a little higher up. Let's try it again. Taller neck. Smaller head. Teeth.
What didn't you like about the head?
Nothing. I just meant like, if she made it a little smaller, it'd look a bit further away.
Like it's even taller than it was
Oh.
there. Let's try it out. Yeah, I think I like the smaller size, but I don't like how I'm drawing it. Like I don't like how stiff the neck is. I'm gonna move the neck a little more.
Well, the neck being longer, that was cool.
Let's curve it
Oh,
with the
yeah,
body,
yeah.
right? Curve it with the body. And then we'll put the head on top. Oops, it got big again. I tend to draw big.
I
Teeth.
like it big.
Maybe we should see more of like underneath its chin rather than its face straight on.
Yeah, although he's got to be looking down at the victim.
Oh, that's true. He's got to be looking at what he's going to eat, huh? So maybe he can.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
conversations in art class, huh? Where do you praying mantis look when he's about to eat a human?
I don't know, they eat a lot of things.
I don't know what kind of eyes they have either. I'll probably just make them giant and big.
Some of them straight up have pupils.
Oh. Well, I do like the curve of the neck better. I still don't think I'm drawing the face quite right, but that's okay. I'll have the whole week to work on it.
Yeah, the head looks a little big again, but I like the way you drew the face.
I like that size, right? I feel like
Yeah.
that size is probably better.
What if you do the eyes with the slanted?
Oh, it's like the slit pupil?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, some praying mantises actually do have that.
Ooh!
Except it's more like
Yeah.
it's like angled to the eye.
Oh, angle to the eye this way?
Yeah.
Oh, more bug-like. I should give it those like mantis or the orchid mantis straight up and down pointy eyes, right? Something like that.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a little too gruesome. I think I'll just go back to
Flat
triangle.
head.
Yeah, flat head. I like this triangle head. Well, 6:27. Any last questions before our session ends today?
Good, yeah, I like that better.
Just keeps getting better all the time.
All right.
Great class.
Great class.
All right. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you very
guys.
much.
Hopefully